Hey everyone, and a really warm welcome to you. It's Christmas Eve 2025. You know, it's a night that's just steeped in tradition and family and a certain kind of magic. But tonight, we're going to look past the twinkling lights, past the familiar carols, and we're going to try to uncover the powerful logic that sits right at the very heart of this celebration. We're going to explore a 2,000-year-old idea that, if it's true, it changes absolutely everything.
So let's just start with that quote. It's a bit of a mind bender, isn't it? The idea that logic, with a capital L, could actually cry in a manger. That single sentence, that right there is our way in. It's our clue that Christmas isn't just about a feeling. It's presented as this profound philosophical and historical event. It's like an invasion of the eternal into our time and our space.
So to really get to the heart of that quote, we need to unpack one of the most powerful words in ancient philosophy and theology, logos. Honestly, understanding this concept is the key. It's the key to unlocking the incredible intellectual and spiritual depth of Christmas.
So what is the Logos? Well, the Greek word logos, it means so much more than just word. It points to the divine reason, the deep ordering principle, the very logic that underpins the whole fabric of reality. It's kind of like the why behind the what. It's that deep down sense that the universe isn't just a bunch of random chaos, but that it's governed by an intelligible, understandable structure.
Now this is where things get really fascinating. You've got two major cultures in the ancient world, and both of them were wrestling with this very same idea. On one hand, you have the Greek philosophers. For them, the logos was this impersonal, rational force, kind of like the blueprint of the cosmos. But on the other hand, for Jewish thinkers, it was much more personal. It was God's creative word that spoke the universe into existence, and it was sometimes even described as personified wisdom. So you have these two streams, both pointing toward a powerful, ordering reality.
And this is where everything changes. The opening of John's Gospel takes these two powerful ideas and fuses them into something just explosive. It makes a radical claim. The Logos is not an it. It's not some impersonal force or abstract principle. The Logos is a he, a divine person who was with God from the very beginning and who was God. Just think about that for a second. The very logic of the universe is a person.
So you can imagine, a claim that big creates a worldview that is radically different from pretty much any other. So let's take a look at how this idea, Logos Christology, builds a unique framework for understanding reality, especially when you stack it up against some of the major alternatives out there. Okay, take a look at this table. If you're coming from a secular naturalist worldview, ultimate reality is just blind, unguided matter, and our ability to think and reason is just some kind of surprising late-stage accident of evolution. In monism, which you see a lot in Eastern traditions, reality is an impersonal oneness, and our individual minds are basically illusions we need to escape from. But Logos Christology, it claims something else entirely. It says that ultimate reality is personal, it's loving, it's communicative at its very core. And this makes brilliant sense of our own minds. Our ability to reason isn't an accident. It's a reflection of the divine Logos who created us in his image.
So, if the ultimate reality is this divine, personal Logos, what in the world does that have to do with this specific night, Christmas Eve? Well, everything. This is the moment where the grand cosmic story zooms in with shocking specificity on a dusty little corner of the Roman Empire.
And right here is the central paradox of Christmas. It is a staggering, almost scandalous thought. The claim is that the very same divine person, the Logos, through whom the galaxies were spun into existence, entered his own creation and lay helpless in an animal's feeding trough. Metaphysics became a baby. The cosmic author stepped onto the stage of his own drama. It's just, wow.
And this isn't presented as some beautiful, floaty myth or a vague spiritual feeling. No, it's presented as gritty, messy history. The claim is that this event happened at a concrete moment in time, under the census of a specific Roman ruler, Caesar Augustus. It took place in a real town you can visit today, Bethlehem. And it involved a very real political threat, a family becoming refugees to flee the murderous violence of King Herod. This grounds the cosmic claim right in the dirt and the danger of real human history.
Now I know what some of you might be thinking. This sounds like it completely clashes with a scientific worldview. But what if it's the exact opposite? What if the idea of the Logos is the very foundation that makes science even possible in the first place?
This brings us to a really fundamental question. Why is the universe understandable? I mean, why can our tiny human minds, using tools like mathematics, actually grasp the deep structures of reality, from quantum mechanics all the way to general relativity? It's kind of amazing. Well, if the universe is the product of a rational, divine logos, then it makes perfect sense that it would be orderly and that we could understand it. The logic behind the universe would be a person.
So from this perspective, a miracle isn't a violation of scientific law by some outside force that comes crashing in. No, instead, it's the author of those very laws personally intervening within his own story. The one who wrote this source code for physics is sovereign over it. It's not a contradiction, it's a demonstration of authorship.
And that brings us all the way from the cosmic and the historical, right down to the personal, right here, right now. Because the claim of Christmas isn't just some cool philosophical idea to debate over coffee. It's presented as a direct invitation that demands a response from you.
You see, John's Gospel doesn't just stop with a grand cosmic theory. It makes this stunningly personal promise. The Word became flesh not just to show us the nature of reality, but to give those of us living in darkness the chance to become children of God. It's a personal invitation from the Logos himself.
So what does this decision actually look like in practice? The claim is that it's a simple yet profound process. It starts with step 1, see the darkness. That just means an honest look in the mirror, acknowledging that we need something more than what we've got. Step 2 is to receive the light, to personally welcome the Logos, Jesus Christ, into your life. And the result? Step 3, to become a child of God, to literally be recreated and renewed by the very author of life.
So when you put it all together, what this means is that Christmas, seen through the lens of the Logos, becomes this ultimate intersection. It is maybe the most rational claim you could consider, that the order of the universe has a personal source, and at the same time, it's the most deeply personal decision point in all of human history. Will you receive its author?
So as you go into the rest of this Christmas Eve, I just want to leave you with this final thought to carry with you. Word made flesh, light in the darkness. Remake my mind and heart in your image tonight. Whether you see that as a prayer or just a profound question to ponder, it gets right to the very heart of what this night is all about.